Hey guys, quick tutorial here today to show you how to set up your weights in PowerSchool. I know I've helped a lot of you already set this up, but I know some of you still have yet to do it. So I wanted to send out a quick tutorial to help guide you through setting up your weights in your gradebook in PowerSchool. So from the teacher portal, I'm going to click on Power Teacher Pro on any one of these classes. It really doesn't matter. I always tend to use the homeroom as my starting point. So after I click Power Teacher Pro, I'm on the homeroom, which is up here at the top. I'm going to go to Settings, and then I'm going to go to Traditional Grade Calculations. Once I'm here, you're going to see that I don't have anything set up for these reporting terms, so I'm going to help you do that. So for Y1, this is going to be the same for everybody as far as Y1, S1, and S2. The only thing that might be more unique to you or your grade level are going to be your quarterly grade setups, and we will get to that when we get there. So for Y1, we're going to click the pencil on the right, and we're going to go to term weighting. Obviously, Y1 needs to have semester 1 and semester 2. So to add semester 2, I'm going to go to the little plus sign right here, change that one to term weighting, and I'm going to make that an S2. So our Y1 grade is going to be 50% S1, 50% S2. And then I'm going to hit Save down at the bottom right. So our Y1 is set up. Now I'm going to go to S1, which is semester 1, which is also term weighted with two terms, Q1 and Q2. So I'm going to click the plus sign so that I have two options. I'm going to change both of them to term weighting. And by default, it put in Q1 and Q2 in there. I'm going to hit Save. So now Y1, S1 are done. I'm going to skip down and do S2 now as well, which S2 would be two terms. Add another option. Both of them are going to be term weighting. Obviously, those two terms for S2 are Q3 and Q4, and then I'm going to hit Save. So now I have my yearly calculation done and my 2 semesters done. The only thing left are my quarterly grades. So under Q1, I'm going to click the pencil, and our quarterly grades are set up with category weights. So some of you may only do 2 categories for certain subjects. Some of you may do 3. Most of us do 3 for all subjects, but not everybody. So I'm going to click the plus sign 2 times. So I have 3 different options, and these are all going to be category weights. And by default, it preloaded the 3 categories that I wanted, which are classwork, homework, and quizzes and tests. And then I'm going to change the weight. So for this particular class, tests and quizzes are weighted at 55. My homework is at 5. And my classwork is at 40. So now my percentage looks like that. I'm going to click Save, and my Q1 is done. So obviously I need to go in and do Q2, Q3, and Q4. So Q2, same thing, click the pencil. I'm going to add 2 more lines by clicking the plus sign twice. Make these all category. Tests and quizzes has a weight of 55, homework 5, and classwork 40. And then if I click in this little white space, it adjusts the percentages to show an updated value. And then I'm going to click Save. Q3, hit the plus sign twice, change these to category. Doesn't always put them in the same order, just FYI. So just make sure that you're paying attention to what category is showing here. So homework is 5, test 55, classwork 40. And then I always click again in this area just to update this before I hit save. You can hit save right away, but I always like to make sure I see the percentages change to what I want. Click save, and Q4. Plus sign twice, category, category. Homework is 5, test 55, classwork 40. Again, every grade level is different. If you're not too sure, ask your fellow teammates, or you can come see me and I can find out. Some people or grade levels, they only do 2 for, let's say, science and social studies because they know they don't ever give homework in those subjects. So this might be, 55, and then this would be 45 with no homework. It always wants to equal 100 though, so just keep that in mind. Go back and put this where it needs to be. And click save. So now I have all of my grades set up for my homeroom class, which we don't take grades in homeroom, and I understand that, but I always like to work in the homeroom, and then I like to copy down from there. So now that this homeroom is set up for the entire year, I'm going to go up here to the gear, and I'm going to click Copy Traditional Grade Calculations. From here, I want to copy to another class, so I'm going to hit this little radial button right here. It's kind of hard to see, but it is there. And then for my term, I want to select the whole year. I don't want to just do a certain quarter or a certain semester. I want to do the whole year. So I'm going to select 2020, 2021. I'm going to select my homeroom because that's the class that I set it up in. And now I want to copy this information to class, and the term is going to be the entire year, and I want to copy that to all of the rest of my classes. So I select all of them, and I hit validate. It's going to go through and process all of this, and then I'm going to hit copy. And now all of my classes are set up. And if I go in here to 4 ELA, second quarter, you'll see that it's set up with the proper categories in there. If I click ELA, let's try S2, which should be Q3 and Q4, and it is. So that is how you set up your grades. You may set it up with all of them being the same initially, but let's say maybe science, you don't do homework. You can then just go back into science and adjust those quarterly grades by clicking on the pencil. You could get rid of the homework line by clicking the minus, and then you just want to adjust your weights from there. So that is an option for you as well. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, but don't forget to get your gradebook set up with the proper weights, especially once you start entering grades, as you don't want your parents to get a false sense that their student might be getting a grade that they might not actually be getting once the grades are weighted. So you're going to want to do that before you really start pushing out grades. Again, if you have any questions, let me know.